A needy dog went to the closest veterinary clinic in search of assistance. Upon reaching the clinic's entrance, onlookers were stunned by the dog's condition. In the current era, a pressing global crisis continues to escalate. In the 21st century, the estimated number of homeless dogs worldwide surpasses 200 million. While many individuals can empathize with stray animals, providing care for one demands significant effort, time, and mental resilience. Not too long ago, a solitary dog roamed the streets of Sierra, a miniature state nestled along the Brazilian coastline. Abandoned at birth, this canine had never experienced belonging to a family. Consequently, it learned to rely solely on itself, seldom seeking assistance. However, this dynamic shifted when the dog began enduring persistent pain. As the canine traversed the pavement, discomfort gradually manifested in its paw. Initially, the creature dismissed the discomfort, hoping it would swiftly dissipate. However, as the days elapsed, the persistent pain refused to recede. Despite the dog's obvious distress, it remained unnoticed, a silent sufferer in its ailing condition. In a determined effort, the animal propelled itself toward a prominent structure at the heart of the town. Unbeknownst to many, this tower was a veterinary clinic. Although aware of its purpose, the dog had never dared to approach it previously. Even without a welcoming committee, the canine found solace in the clinic's vicinity, choosing its proximity safety over the uncertainty of the streets. Thus, the stray nestled against the clinic's wall, seeking refuge and eventually succumbing to a much-needed slumber. An outdoor surveillance camera meticulously documented the dog's movements throughout the evening and the ensuing day, serving as a safety precaution. The clinic, equipped with a comprehensive security system, boasted cameras strategically positioned inside and outside the building. One vigilant veterinarian on the clinic staff noticed the dog's presence and initiated a careful observation. The woman, Daisy Fiera de Silva, harbored a profound curiosity about the canine's preference for lingering outside the clinic. She pondered whether the dog sought assistance. The following day clarified Daisy's inquiries as the dog roused from its rest. Struggling to elevate, the animal's evident difficulty was discernible even through the slightly blurred video recording. A keen eye could ascertain that one of the dog's legs was not functioning as it should. Numerous factors could account for the dog's condition, yet a thorough examination was the only means to confirm these suspicions. To Daisy's astonishment, the ailing animal summoned every ounce of strength within itself, determined to reach the welcoming doors of the veterinary clinic. Ajar and beckoning, the entrance seemed like an open invitation to the street dog. In a courageous plea for assistance, this ailing canine ventured into the vet clinic, harboring a fragile hope that it wouldn't face rejection. Having likely experienced a lifetime of dismal, the stray clung to the possibility that this encounter would deviate from the norm. As the canine entered the building, a collective gaze from onlookers zeroed in on the scene. With just a solitary paw crossing the threshold, it was sufficient to seize everyone's attention, igniting a spark of curiosity. Even those outside were captivated, watching intently as the dog embarked on a journey that held the promise of something different. A brief moment of hesitation enveloped the dog, uncertain about its subsequent actions. Casting a fleeting glance over its shoulder, the canine toyed with retreating to the familiar streets, evading the spotlight of attention. However, with a perceptible gulp of resolve, it suppressed the instinct to flee and took a measured stride through the door, drawing closer to Daisy and the attending nurses. Positioned by the reception desk, Daisy patiently awaited the dog's approach. To the left of the canine were rows of unoccupied seats constituting the waiting area, interrupted only by a lone woman cradling her pet protectively. The miniature dog nestled in the woman's arms remained impassive, not attempting to engage with the stray. Meanwhile, the giant dog, grappling with intense pain, could not divert attention from its immediate discomfort. The determined street dog exerted every effort to approach the reception desk, driven by an unwavering resolve. However, the pulsating agony emanating from its paw proved an insurmountable obstacle. Upon reaching the wall, the dog succumbed to its pain, collapsing in a state of incapacitation, unable to maintain its support. Witnessing this distress unfold, Daisy, compelled to intervene, rose from her seat at the reception, hastening towards the ailing animal. With a compassionate demeanor, Daisy gracefully lowered herself to be at eye level with the whimpering dog. Her outreach hand tenderly caressed the dog's matted fur, proving a gentle and reassuring touch that was precisely what the distressed canine sought. Daisy's seasoned expertise came into play as she meticulously scrutinized the stray's body, assessing its injury and any potential issue. Turning to the nearest nurse, Daisy articulated detailed instructions on proceeding with the examination and care for the suffering dog. Attentively absorbing Daisy's directives, the nurse gracefully initiated a purposeful stride toward the clinic's office. Daisy, attuned to the nuances of the situation, gestured towards the advancing nurse, effectively guiding the dog to follow suit. The hesitant canine initially lingered, seated in contemplation, but with gentle encouragement, it mustered the resolve to proceed. As the dog tentatively trod toward the office, Daisy, keenly observant, swiftly halted its progress. A discerning eye caught a troubling irregularity in the animal's rear leg, prompting an immediate intervention. Daisy's wealth of experience, amassed over years of tending to domestic pets and stray canines, fortified her confidence to navigate potential hidden maladies. What transpired next unfolds as an unexpected twist in this unfolding narrative. In a determined procession, the vet, Daisy, trailed her nurse and the stray into the confines of her office, wasting no precious moments in delving into the mystery that shrouded the ailing creature. With a sense of urgency, Daisy swiftly embarked on the ritual of hand sanitation before thoroughly examining every facet of the dog's physique. Despite the nascent acquaintance, a profound sense of protectiveness enveloped Daisy, creating an empathetic shield around the distressed canine. Engrossed in examining the male dog, Daisy decided to bestow upon him a name, Quindam. In the face of his struggle to maintain an upright stance, Quindam remarkably responded with a positive acknowledgement of the bestowed title. This act of nomenclature symbolized a significant bond, as the animal, now named Quindam, entrusted Daisy with an implicit trust. This gesture resonated deeply with the vet, forging a connection transcending the conventional veterinarian-patient dynamic. Following a meticulous assessment, Daisy arrived at a diagnosis that surpassed the severity of a mere injured paw. Quindam faced the daunting challenge of a cancerous tumor. Unflinchingly, Daisy initiated the inaugural chemotherapy session, and her joy surged as Quindam's body responded positively to the treatment. Assuming the mantle of Quindam's caretaker, Daisy dedicated her free time to the responsibility. Her generosity extended beyond the clinic walls as she opened her home to Quindam, proving a haven for the dog's much-needed repose. In the rhythm of their shared routine, the vet and the canine companion found solace in sleeping nearby during the night and strolling to the clinic together during the day. Daisy, driven by a vigilant commitment, sought to keep a watchful eye on her furry friend, accompanying Quindam every step of his recovery journey. In a recent interview discussing Quindam's current condition, Daisy expressed satisfaction in recounting his remarkable progress. "There is no longer any bleeding, and he does not seem to be in pain. I'm happy to tell you that despite the hardships that Quindam has faced in his life, his story has a happy ending." Daisy's commitment extended beyond medical sessions. She provided unwavering emotional support at every juncture of Quindam's journey. The narrative of Quindam's resilience touched many hearts when shared online, prompting an outpouring of support for his treatment through crowdfunding. Grateful for the financial backing from this compassionate community, Quindam not only underwent a complete recovery, but now enjoys a state of well-being surpassing any previous point in his life. Were you anticipating such an outcome? Undeniably, it's an astounding achievement. Among many online supporters, numerous residents, having learned about Quindam's story, were deeply moved. A man residing a few miles from the clinic expressed keen interest in adopting Quindam. Since Quindam's tale gained public exposure, many individuals went the extra mile, reaching out to Daisy with expressions of interest and support. Despite the gratifying wave of affection, Daisy, ever mindful of Quindam's welfare, maintained an unwavering focus on prioritizing the dog's safety and well-being. Upon contacting Daisy, the Brazilian man proposed dispatching someone to retrieve the dog. Politely, Daisy declined the offer, urging the man to attend an in-person interview first. Her insistence stemmed from a desire to ascertain that Quindam found adoption with the most suitable candidate, unwilling to compromise the dog's future. In the eyes of Quindam, Daisy had evolved into a hero, and the canine harbored eternal gratitude toward the woman who saved his life. Your insights on the story matter. Please share your thoughts in the comments below and become part of our community by subscribing. If you found this content enjoyable and wish for more, Show your support by liking and sharing the video with your friends, and we're looking forward to having you join us again soon.